Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to talk about friendships. If you want to be successful, I want to tell you guys about that. So let's go. So take your friendships seriously, okay? Because the people around you have more influence over your life than you think. Think of it. You spend hundreds of even thousands of hours with a friend. You talk, listen, pick up their habit, adopt their mindset, and whether you realize it or no, the people around you are shaping your future. Okay, that's why friendships aren't something to take lightly. And honestly, a lot of people choose friends based on comfort, not a growth. They surround themselves with the people who keep them entertained, but not people who help them become better. And I think that's dangerous, you know? Because eventually you start becoming like the people who you spend the most time with. Okay, if your friends are always making excuses, you start making excuses too. And if your friends waste all their time and playing video games and do those stuff, you will start wasting time too. You know? If your friends have no ambition, it only a matter of a time before your ambition start shrinking too. Like, that's just a human nature. And another thing is that your friends influence what you think is normal. If everybody around you is lazy, being lazy feels normal. If everybody around you complains, complaining feels normal. If everybody around you gives up on their dreams, giving up start feeling normal too, you know? And that's why your cycle matters so much, because your standards will be lower and lower. That'll be low, you know? Sorry. And just look at the people closest to you. He or she, I don't know, but do they inspire you? Do they challenge you? Or do they push you to become better? Or do they pull you away from your goals? Like, which one is that? And that's an important question, because real friends don't just support your comfort, they support your growth. Okay, because sometimes our real friends tell you the truth when you don't want to hear it. Sometimes a real friend pushes you harder. Sometimes a real friend believes in your potential more than you do. Like, those friendships are valuable. Like, protect them. And honestly, one ambitious friend can change your life. One disciplined one positive one friend who refuses to settle for average. And that kind of energy spreads. It raises your standards and it makes you think bigger, stronger. It makes you realize what's possible. And just I'm not saying you need to cut off everyone who isn't perfect, because nobody's perfect, okay? But you need to be aware of who influences you. Because if you spend years around people who are going nowhere, don't be surprised if you end up in the same place. Okay, the people around you affect your habit, your mindset, your confidence, your ambition, your future, and everything. Okay, everything. And that's why friendships are serious, way more serious than most people realize. So choose your cycle carefully, because 10 years from now, you will either be grateful for the people who pushed you forward, or you wish you you hadn't spent so much time with the people who held you back. So take your friendship seriously, okay? Because a cycle can either help you build your future or quietly destroy it, okay? And that's all what I wanted to tell you guys here today. But let me tell you guys about my personal experience. If you don't want to hear, just can go to my another video or just do whatever you want. But so thank you for listening. And I just graduated high school 2 months ago, and I'm 18 years old, okay? And I had like a 10 friends, the closest, okay? The closest. I thought they're my best friends, but right now I only have one. I had 10, but I got one now. And I wanted to be successful, and I want to be successful. And I realized that I just cannot stay with them, and I cannot keep spending time with them. Because what they do is just playing video games all day and calling for all the time on the Discord server. Like, I was enjoying doing that. I was really, really enjoying doing that. Calling them, playing a COD, and like just laugh, make some jokes, and like do those things. I was enjoying that a year ago, but I realized that if I want to be successful, I cannot do that anymore, because I simply cannot think people who playing video games all the time can buy some Lambo, or like a Ferrari, or like anything, like expensive things, And I left the Discord server, and I almost, in my mind I do, but I cut the friendship with them, because I want to be successful, and I simply cannot spend time with them anymore. Then what happened to me was exactly what I expected, and that is I feel starting better. I started to feel so much better. Like, the environment mattered so much more than we think, okay? Imagine there's two rooms, A rooms and B. In the A rooms, there's 5 people with the lazy people, and about B, the disciplined people. Which room do you think you'll grow more? Which room do you think you will improve? Of course, B, yeah? And what makes that difference? It's a people and the people's mindset. So if you have goals and you have some solid mindset, then you should not spend time with the people who don't have a same mindset as you. Okay? That's not what's supposed to happen to you. Because you want to be successful, but if you're staying with the people who are not ambitious about their goals, they're lazy, giving up their dreams, then you will be soft, and you will end up forgetting about your goals, and you will stop chasing your goals. And that's not what's supposed to happen, yeah? Because you have so big dreams. But just because you chose a friend just to be kind, you will give up on your dreams. And that's not what's supposed to happen, okay? So, yeah. If you have a friend who are not willing to suffer, and who don't have goals and a purpose in life. Just playing video games all day, or like be lazy, then my personal advice is that to leave them alone and start like leaving from them quietly, because those people would destroy your future. Okay, you might don't think like that right now, but they would destroy your future. So choose your friends carefully, and if they're not for you, just cut them off. Okay, so that's just a personal experience and my personal advice. So yeah, for me, cutting a friendship was the best decision I've ever made. So yeah, that's all. So